Hello everybody, welcome to the Geeks Handbag, coming to you from somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Today I'm going to be taking a look at this new gorgeous vinyl from the Demon music group Doctor Who, Serpent Crest. I love the diamond logo there with the big snake wrapped around it. I think that looks fantastic. So, it says, includes 5 classic stories: Tsar Wars, The Broken Crown, Aladdin Time, The Hexford Invasion, Survivors in Space. Includes a signed art print from Tom Baker, 24-page colour illustrated booklet, complete on vinyl for the first time on 10 140-gram alternating green and black vinyl. All sounds good. Let's open it up and have a look. So, whipping the cellophane off so we can see that gorgeous cover in all its glory. Lovely shade of green and that big serpent there. There are holes cut out in the sleeve as well. You'll see that better in a minute when I take the outer sleeve off. On the back, oh, it's heavy. We've got a list of the stories with some nice little pictures there. I recognise that robot. And down below it says, starring Tom Baker with Richard Franklin and Susan Jameson, written by the excellent Paul Margs. So let's whip off the outer sleeve, and you can see what I mean about the perforated holes in the cover there. Gives it a really nice effect, and wow, look at that. So on the front of the box, we've got the serpent wrapped around this egg, which looks a bit like the Earth, doesn't it? That's lovely. And there's those holes I was talking about. So already we've got some gorgeous packaging on the outside. On the back of the box, we've got the serpent bursting through the packaging, which is both scary and fantastic. So let's open it up and see what we've got inside. And look at that hand signed print by Tom Baker. That is absolutely lovely. Oh, Tom, he's just so iconic as the Doctor, and that really is a lovely print. Hand signed by the man himself. There's his signature. I really do like that. This is the 3rd set in the Nest Cottage trilogy to be released as a vinyl box set, and they've all come with a signed print by Tom, all using that same picture of the Doctor with their own unique design. And I have to say, I think that one might actually be my favourite. It's really lovely. Moving on to the Doctor's journal, and it does say warning spoilers, so better be careful as we open this. I love the fact the cover looks like it's made from snake skin. That's a really nice touch. So there's a big robot and Tom. These booklets are lovely, actually. Every set comes with one of these, and they're all full of all this gorgeous artwork, loads of information about the characters and all the little bits you can look for in the stories. They're so beautifully detailed and illustrated. I mean, look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. There's Tom. See, as you flick through, that's that. The Sonic. You get to see loads of things that it just brings to life, loads of characters and little objects from the story, which is really, really nice. It's lovely that they include this. And hello, Jamie, what are you doing there? We'll say no more about the Second Doctor in case you haven't listened to it. So yeah, a really nice booklet. And on the back page, oh, that's nice. Look at that TARDIS. On the back page, you get a little recap of all the characters, which is really nice. So there it is, the Doctor's Journal in snakeskin. So this set contains 10 black and green alternating vinyls, but before we get onto them, let's take a look at the gorgeous artwork on the sleeves, because these sets always have nice artwork. Starting off with this cool looking robot. He's a servo robot from the Robotov Empire. He looks cool, doesn't he? Oh, then on to a very serious looking, who's this? Serena of the Robotov Empire. I think it's how you say her name. Maybe that's why she's angry looking. Andrew from the Rectory. Hi, Andrew. Andrew's dragon. It's very cool, isn't it? And we got the Doctor's scarf. I really do love the colours on that. I think that's stunning. Then we've got the Griffon, I think it's how you say it. Nest Cottage, oh, I do love Nest Cottage. The Second Doctor, playing his flute, that's lovely, isn't it? And we've got the, how do you say this? Shistari gene egg, with that serpent wrapped around it. And then finally, the Shistari child. Wow, so really gorgeous artwork on these sleeves, as per usual on these sets. So let's take a look at the vinyl itself. So the first one, you've got, oh, it's a black vinyl. And you've got the servo robot on the label there. And on the other side, oh, can you see that? We've got the servo robot, but how he looks in the Second Doctor story, Wheel in Space. So the second vinyl, and I'm assuming this is going to be a green one. Yes, lovely. Nice transparent green vinyl, that really looks nice. And there's Serena, I think that's how we say her name, on the label. And on the other side of her vinyl, oh, we've got the servo robot again. So the black and green vinyls both looking lovely there, and we've got vinyl 1, which is part 1 of Star Wars, part 2 is on the second vinyl, and then we move on to the next story with Andrew the Broken Crown, and he's on the label of the vinyl. And on the other side you can see his little mask. Vinyl 4 is part 2 of the Broken Crown, and we've got another gorgeous translucent green vinyl. I really do like that, trying to catch it in the light so you can see it properly. And there's Andrew's dragon on the label. And on the other side we've got Andrew again, or should I say Andrew's head. LP5 is part 1 of Aladdin Time, which has the Doctor's scarf as the label. And on the other side of this one it's got the serpent. LP6, and we've got the Griffon on the label. I think I'm saying that right. That big old buzzard. It might be Gryphon, I can't remember. Anyway, on the other side of his, we've got the serpent again. LP7, and you've got part 1 of the Hexford invasion with the lovely Nest Cottage there, which looks very cozy. I'd like to live in there. And on the other side, we've got this more modern looking abode. LP8, and you've got part 2 of the Hexford invasion, which is on this lovely green vinyl with the second Doctor sat in the middle there playing his flute, which is really nice. And the other side of that is that house again. LP9, and we've got part 1 of Survivors in Space, black vinyl. The label has the gene egg with the serpent wrapped around it, and on the reverse side the serpent wrapped around the egg. And so the final vinyl, LP10, which is part 2 of Survivors in Space, a lovely green vinyl to finish up the set. Lovely label there with the Gistari child on it, a really lovely design, I like that a lot. And once again on the other side of the label we get the serpent wrapped around the egg. So 10 lovely vinyls wrapped up in 10 beautiful sleeves. As I said, this is the third and final set in the Nest Cottage trilogy, the first 2 being Hornet's Nest and Demon Quest, which I previously unboxed in a separate video, so go and check that out. Across the 5 stories that make up Serpent Crest, the Doctor and Miss Wisby are kidnapped and transported to a distant galaxy where they become entangled in a war between humans and the deadly snake-like creatures that are the Skishtari. It's a fun and thrilling climax to the series, which is brought to life by an impressive cast, which includes not only Tom Baker and Richard Franklin, but also David Troughton, Michael Jaston, Andrew Sachs and Neris Hughes. Limited to just 1,200 copies, the set is currently retailing for around the £150 mark, but keep an eye on that price and do shop around, and you may well find it cheaper. So Serpent Crest is a beautiful set to finish up the trilogy. I love the artwork on it, the vinyls themselves look great and they're fun stories. It's also lovely to have a third sign print by Tom Baker to go alongside the 2 from the previous sets. So hats off to the Demon Music Group, this is another fantastic addition to add to their ongoing Doctor Who vinyl range. So another gorgeous set from the Demon Music Group, and if you'd like to get your hands on one, I put a link in the description below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do check out The Geek's Handbag on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget, I also do a weekly Doctor Who podcast with Gary that goes out every week called The Big Blue Box Podcast, so do give that a listen. But until the next time, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.